Some details about ADERA. What is ADERA? ADERA is a shorthand representation for Alcoholic Development and Emergency Response Action, which is a faith-based Christian charity organization. That is to mean, it is a movement of devoted Christians, committed individuals, community-based organizations, sincere youth and women groups, and socially responsible private sector owners who extremely hate poverty. Institutionally, it is organized and supported primarily by the Ethiopian former evangelical church Akali Jesus, Lutheran line. It has also been legally registered with Authority for Civil Society Organizations of Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, on Tuesday 20th of August 2024, bearing a certificate number 7381. It is really a great joy, and pleasing for us, to work with God and people, to build a reconciled personality, to free people from poverty, and to help people attain fullness of life. What ADERA wants to see. Based on our very identity and our willingness to cooperate with God's restoration plan, in this section, we are going to briefly describe ADERA's vision, mission, and our core values or beliefs. Vision. Our vision is to see people free from poverty and enjoy fullness of life. Mission. Our mission is to imitate Jesus Christ's character, in responding to strategic and practical needs of the people we work with, to help them be free from poverty and live fullness of life. Golden slogan or our motto. Striving for reconciled personality. Values. In all our doings and interventions, we are motivated by the following 6 core values, which are abbreviated as RIPPLE, or just, Ripple values. R. Respect. We are conscious that God has created all people in His own image, and this moves us, to show respect to all people irrespective of their race, ethnicity, religion and political affiliation. I. Integrity. We glorify God, by making every effort to practice what we preach, by avoiding pretensions and empty promises. P. Peace. Our interventions are designed to help people be right with God, with themselves and with other people. P. Participation. Recognizing God-given potential of people, we do not work for people, but we work with them in their struggle to rise out of poverty. L. Love. Is our cornerstone as a fundamental characteristic of who our God is, and His children to be, which motivates us to like, care and stand alongside the most vulnerable people. E. Equity. We endeavor to follow the rules of justice and fairness in all our planning system, decision-making process and actual program implementations. To remind you once again, in the beginning, I told you that ADERA is a movement of people, who hate poverty. But what do we mean by poverty? Secular people define poverty in such a way that, it is an unhappy accident in human life, or living standard predetermined by life likelihood by chance. However, these beliefs are incorrect perceptions, when contrasted with God-breathed, biblical view. So what is poverty? Poverty is the result of broken relationship between God the Creator, and human beings. This original severed relationship again resulted in 3 consequential broken relationships. These are with self, other people, or society, and the creation or environment. We can pictorially represent in the following way. By the way, God has lovely planned to restore this relationship, and bring fullness of life for people again. This perfect reconciliation plan was done through His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. That is why ADERA endeavors to cooperate with this godly plan of reconciliation, and develop striving for reconciled personality as its golden slogan. Therefore, we believe that once the original human relationship with God is reconciled, by default, relationship with self, with society, and with creation or the environment will be automatically restored. The pictorial representation will also change as follows. As a result, poverty will be eradicated and people will have fullness of life. Is that not fascinating? Yes, it is. Where does ADERA geographically work? ADERA has been legally registered and permitted to work in Oromia and South Ethiopia regions. Our head office is found in Karat Town Administration of Konso Zone, in South Ethiopia region. To physically access the office, it is found in the compound of the Ethiopian former evangelical church Akali Jesus head office. What are ADERA's actual strategic programs? ADERA has developed the following 8 strategic programs to start its interventions. Strategic Program 1, Peace and Human Dignity. That is promoting positive living through efforts of peace building and human dignity. Strategic Program 2, Agriculture and Environment. That is supporting interventions of agricultural productivity improvement, environmental protection, and conservation and management of natural resources. Strategic Program 3, Livelihoods and Youth Empowerment. That is creating resilient livelihoods for the poor households and youth through business solutions. Strategic Program 4, Education. That is promoting and supporting functional, vocational and basic quality education system. Strategic Program 5, Water, Sanitation and Hygiene, WASH. That is improving water supply, hygiene and sanitation services and practices of the community. Strategic Program 6, Social Care and Inclusion. That is supporting orphans, disabled and aged people within their living environment. Strategic Program 7, Health Promotion. That is promoting and scaling up good practices of basic health care and education in relation to pandemic diseases, and Strategic Program 8, Humanitarian Assistance. That is respond to the basic needs of vulnerable people under natural and man-made emergencies. How does ADERA work? During the actual implementation of strategic programs, ADERA follows 4 indispensable approaches which are abbreviated as VASS, or you may simply call it as VASS approach. What these 4 approaches really are: V. Volunteerism. Programs exclusively implemented with external financial investment are proven to be less sustainable, that is why we prefer to promote volunteer services accompanied with sense of ownership. A. Asset-based entry. Here we value what we have at hand as available resources and therefore begin from these assets as a stepping stone to achieve our strategic goals. S. Self-help approach. In this approach we recognize that people are naturally compassionate and have the potential to support self and each other. S. Synergy. Sole effort is detrimental, which is laboring in vain, but cooperation and partnership is a key to success. That is why people universally like the slogan, "Unity is strength." By the way, for your surprise, ADERA has mass community base of volunteerism and professional supporters. It has also developed all institutional, organizational and technical working manuals such as human resource management, financial and procurement manuals, strategic plan with clear thematic program intervention. It has an office in a wide compound to operate from which has been freely given by a Kale Jesus Church having water, electricity and communication facilities. This makes it capable enough to run development and humanitarian programs coupled with the assigned experienced staff and professional volunteers. That is why we invite all individuals, government organizations, civil society organization, international NGOs, donors, private sector and community-based organization to cooperate with this holy idea-owning organization that is with ADERA, to bring about lasting change in the lives of people struggling with poverty to rise out of it. By the way, do you believe that you are a very important person to bring change in the lives of vulnerable people? If your answer to this question is yes, you are indeed socially responsible, a person of high moral integrity, and for you, it is the right time and place to you to act. Because, ADERA organization belongs to you too. Therefore, please welcome, and let us partner to cross our strategies and pool our resources to taste the actual outcome of synergy in eradicating extreme poverty. We value all your supports in any kind. God bless you all.